reverse bench pull with the V-bar attachment. Now, when it comes to the setup of this movement, you want the attachment to be all the way at the top of the cable machine, and you still need something there for your foot placement, and you'll see why in a moment. This movement is a little bit different as opposed to sort of just being in an isometric position and then performing the rowing motion with your arms. Instead, there's a little bit of movement, or a fair bit of movement happening through the chest as you perform the exercise. I'll give you a demonstration and then I'll explain what's going on. So, firm grip, making sure your foot is up on the bench. You want to drop the chest, push the hips back, get a good stretch, and then pull. 1, stretch, 2, stretch, 3, stretch, 4, one more, 5. So what's important, it's a little bit cramped here, so it's a little bit hard for me to demonstrate the movement correctly, but ideally you'd set further back, and when you're in that set position, your legs up on the bench, you really want to drop the chest down, get a good stretch, and then pull and move your chest back and pull the weight to about your upper chest. The idea is we're recruiting different parts of our lat and getting a more effective contraction through the muscle, because we're taking it through 1, a greater range of motion, but 2, we're stimulating it through different ranges of motion. So again, as opposed to sort of your generic, you stay here and then you pull, or here and you pull, we're growing through greater ranges to get greater stimulation. So again, one foot will be up on the bench. You're going to drop forward, get a good active stretch, hips come back, chest is forward, and then as you start to pull, you then lean back and pull the weight to your chest. Just make sure it's one fluid movement. If at first it's a bit choppy, that's fine. Eventually you'll start to get the hang of it. It's pretty straightforward. Make sure you don't use any momentum, and make sure you're getting a good active stretch at the at the start of the movement. You don't want the weight stack to be touching. There should be active tension on the muscle in the stretch position.